We're going to be making some potions for the holidays. So I wrote this little song, this little ditty, and debuted it in my podcast. So you can take a look at that at johnnystacks.com/blogcast. We are bringing equity home for the holidays, finding our own unique ways. From access to ownership, our joy is relationship, connecting by shifting our gaze. Our race, class, and gender, religion, ability, impact the resources to live our lives. So we're bringing equity home for the holidays. Equity no matter the vibe. With our chosen and birth families, with or without ease, we take on this challenge this season to thrive. I'm really excited about the first step in the potion making process. So I encourage you to take out a little piece of paper if you want to, and maybe a little marker. And here's the prompt for you. We are building a new world of superheroes who are channeling the creative force to make the world a better place, called the creative force. So if you were a superhero in the creative force, take a few minutes to jot down, do some pictures if you want to, of what would be your superhero. What would be your superhero? Tell us, draw a little picture. If you want to take a picture and post it, that would be super cute. You can do a little hashtag creative force. But if we were building this, we are building this new universe of superheroes that are channeling the creative force for a world that is a bit truer to who we are. And so what would be your superhero? You could start your little origin story. You could do a snapshot somewhere in the bit of it, but what superpower do you bring to it? So what is a potion? Well, you have to come along and see. But it is made of our stories to share and unleash our powers in the world around us by making some stuff. Because a lot of times we feel like we don't have agency, we don't have anything to offer, everything seems like it's happening to us, and it is. And our job is to move from the inside out by calling forth the powers that we have in this moment that we can give to the world around us. So the potion making process helps you do it. I'd like to talk a little bit about bringing equity home for the holidays. What is your story around equity? What does it mean to you, and what matters to you? What experiences have you had that have illuminated equity and the importance of it, and the reality of the lack of it? And so that's what we can share with the folks in our lives. We can share with them our stories, our experiences, and some of that may be having heard other experiences from other folks, or read, or film. Black Benatar, amazing cultural equity drag queen, who did our Potions for Cultural Equity videos, talks about shifting your diet. And so if you don't watch a lot of stories about Black folks, watch them. Read some stories out there. If you don't watch or know very many stories or experiences with folks who are queer or disabled, watch those stories, consume the art that is put out there, because those are the gifts and stories that they have already gifted to us, right? Those are the stories they've gifted to us. So take advantage of that. And then you can build your own story of why equity matters so much to you. The next step is telling a story from your life. Tell a story of a moment in time when someone shared a story that shifted your perspective or understanding. So tell a story of a moment in time when someone told a story, and you read it, you heard it, you experienced it, that shifted your perspective or understanding, gave you new understanding. I don't want you to tell the story that you heard. I want you to go back into that moment in time and tell us the story of having heard that story. Focus on the sensations around, right? Where were you? What were you listening to? What other noise was around? What smells were in the air? Were you around a bunch of people and it was real stinky? The smell of sweat was someone baking a beautiful, gingerbread, and so it had that beautiful smell. What visuals did you see? So think of all five senses of what you heard, what you saw, what you maybe tasted at the moment, what you were smelling, and what you heard. I don't remember if I got them all right. But tell it from that experience. Tell us your experience of hearing it. Don't talk about the meaning of it. Don't say what it meant to you. Just tell the story of that moment in time when you heard a story that shifted your perspective. And go deep. Pick a really hard one, but take care of yourself. If it's a story that's really fresh to you, then please, don't share it at this time. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to hear your stories. And so if you, as I play, go ahead and drop off and record your story as a voice memo or a video. I'm only going to give you 3 minutes, so don't think too hard. So now that what you need to do is take a piece of paper. I should have had a little example. Take a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle, and write up here power or powers, and up here write sensory experiences. And then what I want you to do is, as we sing our last song today together, write down all of the sensory experiences that you remember from that story, and then all of the power or powers that you found in that story the power or powers you found in that moment in time when you heard a story that shifted your perspectives, okay? Sensory experiences, power or powers that you found or that you wish you would have had in that moment in time. And those will be your ingredients. After this song, I'll tell you what you're going to do with those ingredients this week. And I encourage you to invite friends next Monday for our Monday Night Live potion making sessions. What you're going to do with that list of ingredients is keep it near you and let it speak to you. What does that list of ingredients want to be made out of? It could be a sound, it could be a song, it could be a move, it could be a dance, it could be a little piece of visual art. You maybe make a puppet show out of it. You could make a recipe out of it if you wanted to, so that you could be able to unleash that power in you or the world around you as we seek to bring equity home for the holidays by sharing our stories with the folks around us so that they may witness our journey, our equity journey.